My message to all my community and other communities that I need them to not shy if they have a disabled son or daughter, and just keep for themselves that they don't want them to anyone to know from what is the problem with their son. We need to be more opening to tell and find who's the right person to go and talk about disabled person. We don't want to hide everything. We need to tell everything about the situation that my child is going to deal with it. So please, my message is to for all the family to contact first IHC, because they will find the good services from them, even from Taikura Trust, Spectrum Care, CCS. You will find these services. They will help you work with the families for their kids who diagnosed with the disabled, and also they will support them in a different way. So please just listen to my message. Don't miss that. Thank you very much.
So what would you tell people coming into New Zealand now? How would they get this care sooner for their child with a disability? Who to ask? Where to go?
They have to, when they come to a refugee center, they have to talk to the people they're responsible for them. Just tell them first about their big problem, about their disabled daughter or son. Tell them the actual problem. They don't have to hide from them. They don't have to be embarrassed.
Do you think that some people hide or are embarrassed?
Probably. Some people, they're embarrassed. They get like, how can I talk about my child like this? This is your child. You have to be honest about them. You have to tell them like your problem, like she makes my life hard for me. Someone has to help you. Otherwise, a person will go crazy.
So it's important to tell the people at the refugee center first thing.
First thing they have to tell them like, see, I lived with my daughter or my son for 10 years, 7 years, 6 years. Nobody helped me. Now I can't. This is the time. Please, if you want to help me, help my child first.
So why is it important to deal first with a child with a disability and then with the rest of the family, in your opinion?
In my opinion, if a mother see her child suffers every day, she screams, she cries, you know, like you don't have a comfortable environment, how can you think about your life and about your other children's life? If your disabled child comes first, she can get the help first. She will go to daycare center or to a school. Then after that, you feel comfortable. You can think about yourself and about your other children. I came to New Zealand 15 years ago, and with a disabled child and with my other kids. And the things I know now, if I knew before, I will do it the same way I like to do it now. Because I have a disabled child. At the beginning, the government helped me, but help with my daughter, disabled daughter, I got it after 2 or 3 months, and which is not fine, because she was the one needed most help rather than me and my other children. And also I was asking about a suitable house from Housing New Zealand for my disabled daughter, which I don't have it even now. And the third thing, I was asking government for a job during the day when my child goes to the daycare center, so I can work. I don't need to ask money from the government because I don't like it. And unfortunately, these are things, it is not suitable for people like us in New Zealand. So hopefully in the future, people like us can get these helps from New Zealand when they arrive in New Zealand.
Tell me your experience as a mother of a child with a disability as a refugee in New Zealand.
In my opinion, you're a mother, and every mother, when they hear me, they will agree with me. Because if a mother has a child with disability, she will never think about herself and about her other children. All her concentration will be just about her disabled child. And he or she will take all day, her mother day, to look after her, and she will not think about anything in her life. But as a mother, my life was miserable, my child was scream, she was cry, she was beating me, she was, because she doesn't know. So when people talk to me, I was never give them the right answer because my mind was everywhere. My mind was not just with them. But if my child was look after that time, take care that time, if she was going to a school or somewhere, so I was thinking I needed a couple of days just for myself. Because sometimes, trust me, I was sitting and I was crying what to do with her. But unfortunately, I got the help from the government very late. And now I'm thanked from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because she goes to school, she goes to daycare, and I have all day for myself. All day I can be comfortable. When she comes from school, I have the energy to be with her.
My name is Alexandra. I came to New Zealand in 1998. I'm from Iraq. So my story is I left my country because of my children, because of my son health. So we all, I think most of the family, they leave the country because of the future of their kids. So when I arrived to New Zealand, I find that it is very different, and it is a nice country, beautiful country, and we will have more support. So finally, I didn't have enough information about how I get support from people to treat my son. But suddenly, I have family here from my community, Iraqi community. They came to visit me, and then they helped me and support me by one of the ladies. She told me that you need to contact the IHC to have a treatment of your son and how they will support you. So I find that it will helpful because that lady, she have also a son, disabled son, and she got support from IHC at that time. So then I contact the IHC staff, and then suddenly one lady, she came at that time. I don't remember her name, but still she came and visit me and my son at the home, and then she did assessment with us about my son, and then she will told me that how she will try to help us and how we will work together. And then after that, I find that I sit with her and I talk about I need to start with my with the IHC to find a good way to help my son to learn more about New Zealand and about English language, because it is the second language for us. And when I arrived to New Zealand, my son doesn't speak any languages, but then they offered me a good teacher for my son at home. She came 2 days a week. It means twice a week to visit and sit with my son, and then start with help him by the alphabet letters, and then how the count numbers and everything, then how he can make it a sentences by the puzzles and some pictures. And then I found that IHC, they did very good job with us when I arrived, and they stayed with us and 2 years working with my son until he then with the other services, then they offer me another services to contact NECT and ECT, also another organization, and also another with the spectrum care anti-collaterals. So I find that it was very easy to me and to my son to find the good health and good future in New Zealand, because I tell you before, New Zealand is a good country and is the professional with the all medical things and all the special needs. I find that the family, my family support and other community also they support. So I'm encourage all the other communities, if they have a disabled son, they need to go straight away and contact IHC or another organization with the disabled to help them the son. We are not here to just sitting and not treating our children, thinking that we left our country because of our children's future. So all the best with all the family and the kids who needs more support in the future.